that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal. I have a dream that one day on the red hills of Georgia, sons of former slaves and the sons of former slave owners will they be able to sit down together at the table of brotherhood. I have a dream. My 4 little children will one day live in a nation where they will not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their...
Martin Luther King was an African-American leader, and he lived from January 15, 1929 to April 4, 1968. He was the son of a preacher and later became a preacher himself. Since he was young, he had established strong roots at the Ebenezer Baptist Church in Atlanta, serving from 1914 to 1931. He was trying to make a change for his fellow African Americans that were being mistreated in the times of segregation. In 1954, Martin Luther King Jr. became the pastor of Dexter Avenue Baptist Church in Montgomery, Alabama. In 1957, he was elected president of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference. In an 11-year period between 1957 and 1968, he traveled over 6 million miles and spoke over 2,500 times, appearing wherever there was injustice, protest, and action. He also wrote about 5 books as well as numerous articles. One of the biggest known movements that he was involved in was the peaceful march on Washington, D.C. of 250,000 people to whom he delivered the address, "I Have a Dream" speech. He conferred with President John F. Kennedy and campaigned for President Lyndon B. Johnson. He was awarded 5 honorary degrees. He was arrested 20 times and assaulted for at least 4 times. He became not only the symbolic leader of American blacks, but also a world figure. At the time, he was the youngest man to have received the Nobel Peace Prize. He would then turn over the prize money of $54,123 towards the help of the civil rights movement. On the evening of April 4th, 1968, while standing on the balcony of his motel room in Memphis, Tennessee, where he was led to protest march in sympathy with striking garbage workers of that city, he was assassinated by James Earl Ray. The primary focus of his struggle was to achieve the goals to completely end the system of segregation in every aspect of public life. To make this even better, it is the fact that Martin Luther King Jr. had done all these movements with the intention of being nonviolent. King's tactics of active nonviolence, sit-in protest marches, have put civil rights squarely on the national agenda. Not to mention the "I Have a Dream" speech, which involved speaking in front of thousands of people and having the speech to pass down to future generations for younger ones to hear.
We've got some difficult days ahead, but it really doesn't matter with me now because I've been to the mountaintop. I don't mind. Like anybody, I would like to live a long life. Longevity has its place. But I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will. And He's allowed me to go up to the mountain. And I've looked over and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land. So I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.